劳逸结合。
Herrscher of Sentience is a biotype character that deals physical damage and supports teammates at the same time. Also known as support DPS. The Herrscher of Sentience is very different from the other characters in the support line. The differences change up to 3 weapons. Heavy and fun attacks feels like you play characters like Dante, Nero, and EO. In the comments, many people have said she is really encouraged by just supporting the team by killing everything lol so the others don't have to fight and eliminating the enemy so that no remains. Of course, she can support herself as well. She in normal mode has 4 weapons that are mode, sword mode, spear mode, chainsword mode, and royal sword mode. Each of the 3 weapons can chain attacks at any time, and can change weapons unconditionally or use SP. Sword mode focuses on dealing the strongest physical damage. Spear mode focuses on gathering enemies while attacking. Chainsword mode focuses on attacking far and wide areas. Royal sword mode will become active after running for a certain amount of time. She will ride the sword. When the sword itself hits an enemy, it will deal damage. You can exit this mode when pressing the attack button. Switching weapon mode now has a sight state for 5 seconds. Using a combo attack will restore 5 SP and remove the state immediately after using a combo attack. If you upgrade the skill, the world is never enough. Attacks in each mode restore 2 SP and 30 kinetic energy every 5 seconds, and each mode's cooldown counts separately. Skill innate invulnerability when attacking a combo. Grants an aim to everyone on the team. The shield has 30% of max HP. The shield reduces all damage by 50%. Moderate interrupt resistance, and increases critical damage by 24%. When the skill effect is active again, it refreshes the shield with a cooldown of 12 seconds. Warning: if you add too much attack speed, you won't be able to hit it. Antiga Basic attack sword mode has 4 attack sequences. Short attack range and restores 9 kinetic energy every 1 hit. Spear mode has 5 attack sequences. Short but fast attack range, restores 9 kinetic energy for every 1 hit, and every 2nd and 5th hit will gather enemies. The chainsword mode has 3 attack sequences. Wide attack range, restores 12 kinetic energy every 1 hit. By automatic restoration of kinetic energy, if current weapon mode is active, it will recover 3 units per second and other weapon modes will recover 1 unit per second. Combo attack: all modes require 300 kinetic energy to be able to use a combo attack, and each kinetic energy mode is used separately. Sword mode dashes towards and gathers enemies and spawns time lock on the hit enemy. Spear mode swings her spear towards the enemy. If hit, it will blink to the enemy and gather the enemy at the same time. While the spear is still doing damage, gathering of enemies continues until she attacks. If spear stands for strength is learned, enemies it will reduce their defense by 50% for 15 seconds. Chainsword mode attacks in AoE style, dealing a wide area of physical damage, and enemies it will be affected by coma for 1.2 seconds. Coma status will not count as time lock, but can freeze the enemy. Skill against all authority: when an enemy takes coma, she deals an additional 15% physical damage for 15 seconds. If she self-decreases her defense, increases her physical damage by 15%. This skill effect will be counted separately, and cannot be used in conjunction with Night Squire's authority skill. Evasion skill: ultimate evasion skill causes 2.5 seconds of time fracture, cooldown at 20 seconds and reduces up to 16 seconds. After using the evasion skill, create an illusion for 3 seconds. taunting enemies around you. If the enemy attacks or runs out of time, it will detonate the illusion and activate the ultimate evasion skill. The use of evasion was immediately successful. It has the same effect as creating an illusion and detonating the area immediately. When the body explodes, it hits the enemy. Will drop black feathers when picked up. It restores 150 HP and 15 SP for the whole team. QTE activated when time's low. She will immediately attack with spear mode and restore 300 kinetic energy in spear mode. Ultimate skill needs SP 125 to use. When activated it enters burst mode and the Herrscher form creates a large area of space to attack enemies in a wide area. Cause enormous physical damage, and this damage will increase your critical rate by 40%. While this skill is active, character effects and time enemies will be completely stopped until the damage occurs. While in Herrscher form will be granted status. Uninterruptible reduces damage taken by 40%. All enemies on the field will reduce their defense by 75% for 15 seconds. Uninterruptible state characters are not interrupted with every attack. Attacks in Herrscher form will be 3 sequence attacks, can be held down, to perform a combo attack. If pressed and pressed continuously grants up to 10 hits on enemies, and every hit once hits an enemy increases their total damage by 2% until the end of a combo attack. That combo attack, if the target escapes from the attack, will keep following the target until the end. Pressing the ultimate, while Herrscher form is still active, will activate Elusive Cataclysm, gathering enemies wide range. Deals physical damage. Cataclysm's area will not vanish until the Herrscher form expires. Enemies in the area will not be knocked back. The recommended weapon for the Herrscher of Sentience is Domain of Sentience. When using a weapon skill, you get 2 mind marks stacked. When attacking, the combo consumes 1 stack, restoring 15 SP cooldown 2 seconds. Passive skill increases critical rate by 15%. If in Herrscher form, the character increases physical damage by 20%. While wielder is on standby, the team deals 15% increased physical damage. This effect does not stack with this weapon passive and Keys of Oblivion. The stigmata for the Herrscher of Sentience is the Shattered Sword set. Physical damage is increased by 50% when the ultimate skill Evasion work will be increased by 20% for 15 seconds. Can be refreshed. Reduces all damage taken by 20%. If in burst mode. When using a combo attack, team critical damage increased by 25% for 15 seconds. Cannot stack. Set to Shattered Swords. In Herrscher form, the whole team critical rate increases by 30%. Set 3 Shattered Swords. When in Herrscher form, when a character hits an enemy, the whole team increases all damage by 3.5% for 12 seconds per hit. Only for this effect. Cooldown 0.4s. If the skill is repeated, this will reset the duration. Stacks up to 10. Weapons and other stigmata can be used as appropriate. Herrscher of Sentience deals strong physical damage and can support allies at the same time. She might not be suitable in the Memorial Arena. If she is in rank S, SP is required to enter Herrscher form. In case of Abyss, she can frantically slash enemies, as Abyss will give a certain amount of SP to enter. Get to the Herrscher form at the start of the game faster. She has her own strength, without having to rely on anyone to damage. If you want to get more performance, you should have a supporting character that increases physical damage, such as Drive Cometer, Celestial Hymn, and Starlit Astrologus.